Hello, my Walking with Jesus friends. How do you and I live alert and ready for the unexpected? Who are those who will respond quickly to our calls for help? By the time we get to Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 18, it's safe to say the massive project of rebuilding the Jerusalem wall had probably been going on for about a month. Yesterday, we saw that Nehemiah had to develop a multitasking defense and build plan because there was such strong opposition from Gentiles outside Jerusalem. Nehemiah summarized this new strategy with these words: "Each of the builders wore his sword at his side as he worked, but the man who sounded the trumpet stayed with me." Nehemiah 4, verse 18. Now that's really interesting, isn't it? Why would the trumpeter stay near Nehemiah as the work progressed? And why is there need for a trumpeter on this construction site anyway? Nehemiah explained, "I said to the people, the work is extensive and spread out, and we are widely separated from each other along the wall. Whenever you hear the sound of the trumpet, join us there. Our God will fight for us." Nehemiah 4, 19 and 20. Oh, now we understand. The trumpet called the people to rally quickly together to whatever emergency that confronted them. Remember, they were armed with weapons and working at the same time, but because they were surrounded by people determined to stop the project by any means necessary. So, a trumpeter on this construction site makes really good sense, doesn't it? And he was with Nehemiah because evidently Nehemiah was continually on the move, walking the perimeter, evaluating and encouraging the work progress. So that raises two questions for me. Who are the Nehemiahs regularly encouraging you in life and perhaps giving you some suggestions for improvement? Are they encouraging you with the assurance that the God who created you loves you and sustains your life and will fight for you and your good against all that is evil? And the second very important question, who is the trumpeter in your life? What is your method of rallying help when you know you need help to handle the challenges of life? Or are you a person determined to always do life alone, confident you can face anything by yourself? Are you a person not wanting to let other people see your weaknesses or get a glimpse into your private stuff? Are you a person listening for the trumpet call for help from other people? Are you willing to help, willing even to receive those late-night calls when help is needed at inconvenient times? Nehemiah, the trumpeter, and other leaders in Jerusalem understood the risks of life in Jerusalem without a wall, as well as the challenges facing them in their wall rebuilding venture. They understood the determination and despicable schemes of the opposition. They felt it wise to live fully aware, alert, and ready to respond to cries for help. Thus, the trumpeter and the commitment of the entire community to come quickly at the sound of the trumpet, whenever and wherever help was needed. Are you part of a family or a group of Christian people like that? Nehemiah also knew danger was lurking 24/7, so we continued the work with half the men holding spears from the first light of dawn till the stars came out. And at that time I also said to the people, "Have every man and his helper stay inside Jerusalem at night, so they can serve as guards by night and as workers by day. Neither I nor my brothers nor my men took off our clothes. Each had his weapon, even when he went for water." Nehemiah 4, 21-23. How do you describe vigilance? Do you see here vigilant, self-disciplined, responsible, proactive men finding a wise balance of work and watching so the work could go forward, but the people also felt secure in vulnerable Jerusalem? We need to pause and reflect with some really important questions, regardless of where you live in the world, your age or marital status or personal financial condition. Consider these questions. First, how safe and secure do you feel as you consider the town and country in which you live? What precautions are you taking for your safety and that of your family? Here's a scripture to assure you of God's watching over you. Psalm 33, verse 16-22. Second, how stable is the economy of your country, and how confident are you in your personal financial stability and readiness to face the cost challenges for the rest of your life? Here's a scripture of assurance, Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 to 34. Third, considering health care available to you in your part of the world and the health history of your family, what expectations do you have regarding your health and the care you might need in the next 10 or 20 years of your life? Here's a scripture for you, Psalm chapter 30, verse 1 to 3. And 4, knowing your children and grandchildren as you do, how confident are you that they will be able to navigate wisely and well the challenges they will face in life over the next 20 or 30 or 50 years? What wisdom will you offer them? Here's a powerful scripture for you as you seek to advise your family, Proverbs chapter 4. And question number 5, finally, who are those people you most trust to come to your aid if life crumbles around you and your family? And what is your level and confidence in God that He will always be sufficient for whatever the future may hold for you? Here's a scripture, Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10 and 13. Those are important life questions, aren't they? And here's a worship song to help us consider them, and I'll meet you here again tomorrow.